What is love? Do 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 do. What is love? Do do do. What is love? Do 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 do. What is love? Do do do. What is love? Do 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 do. What is love? Do do do. What is love? Hello, and welcome to the Love Show. I'm your host, Marilyn Malilly, and this is the show where we explore the world's most asked question: what is love? So, today's Love Show is on the absence of love. It's on the things that we call love that are not love. And first and foremost, the Love Show would like to extend our condolences to those who lost their lives and the families of those who lost their lives, and to anyone who's been hurt by any of these mass shootings that have occurred around the world. The Love Show would like to extend some love to your situation. Okay. So for Love Show purposes, love is not sex. Some may disagree with this, but for our purposes here at the Love Show, love is not sex. And today we're going to cover some other things that love is not. John Lennon said in his song, Love, love is needing to be loved. I disagree with this. I think love needing to be loved is the absence of love. It's what is not love. The longing, the pain, from love, those are things that aren't love. Those are things that are the absence of love. So we normally look at what is love, but today we're sort of looking at what is not love. Certainly, there's not love happening in any of those situations where there were mass shootings. And I think we're getting further and further from what love is. The more there's these things occurring in our world. So if you're in pain from a lost love, that's pain due to the absence of love. It's not love's fault. It's anti-love's fault. So anti-love stinks. I actually like that song, especially when you're, going through a breakup and you're experiencing that pain, that loss of love. You want to sing love stinks, but really it's not love that stinks. It's anti-love that stinks. We like to blame love and label things love that aren't love. But we do like to blame love for getting us into this in the first place. But really, we should be blaming anti love. Not the devil, not evil, not even negative, just not love. Though when you add stinks, of course, statements like that make it negative. But a more correct statement is anti love stinks. Is anti love cruel and blind? Or is love really cruel and blind? I, I feel like anti love is cruel. And I'm not sure if she's blind, but that's our next show, actually. We're going to do a show on Is Love Blind? And why? Why is love blind? I drew this little picture of anti-love. I don't know if you can see it, but it's anti-love. And anti-love, she's the culprit. She's the one that stinks. So is that Jay Giles that wrote that song, Love Stinks? I don't know. If you're still alive and you wrote that song, we'd love to have you as a guest on the Love Show. We'd like to analyze whether or not love stinks. I think it's anti-love that stinks. Anti-love. And she's sneaky. She likes to pretend to be love a lot. But I want to show some light on her and come to grips with things that aren't love. Because if we can't point at those things and say, well, those are definitely not love, then how can we identify what love is? So I want to touch upon something that I've thought for years in regard to mass shootings since Columbine, actually. I've had a little theory. So I think we need to be careful with things that are anti-love, that are not true about love. And especially in the context of children's shows in particular, I don't think it's right to lie about love. And it doesn't serve love to lie about it or pretend that it is something that it is not. In fact, I feel that it's downright dangerous. In the 80s and 90s, we had kids growing up with a big purple dinosaur in their living rooms. He was singing, I love you, you love me. We are a happy family. And when those youngsters grew up and figured out that the dinosaur had lied to them and the world was not all I love you, you love me, we're a happy family, and it may not have even been within their own families, they were mad. They were very upset. They'd been disillusioned. And roughly that's what occurred at Columbine. I mean, that was one of the first US mass shootings in my memory. And by students anyway. And I wonder how many of those students who shot up their school felt lied to, and felt the absence of love. After all, it was not love that made those kids shoot up their schools or made, some random person walk into a school or any place where there's a lot of people and just shoot it up. That's not love. That's definitely not love. And I haven't heard anyone say, well, geez, these kids came from normal, loving families. I don't know what could have happened. I don't think that was the case with any of them, really. It seems anytime that's happened, those particular people who've done the shooting are particularly love deficient. And then we go and show them no more love. Like if we imprison them, obviously, no more love. You're cut off from love. Oh, you need love? Let's cut you off. I'm not sure that's the way we're supposed to be treating each other. I'm not saying we should condone mass shooting by any stretch of the imagination. We should not condone mass shooting. And, certainly there should be punishment, obviously, for doing something like that. Though a lot of them seem to shoot themselves when they're done. But I don't think removing love from the situation helps it. And that's what we do every time. As humans, throughout human history, we just remove the love from the situation. Even for victims, oftentimes. Just people don't want to deal with that situation. It's too hard to deal with, so we just won't deal with it. We need to deal with this. It's important. This is our children we're talking about shooting up their schools. Something's got to be changed, obviously. I mean, I haven't heard anybody say, geez, maybe these kids are reaching out for love. And why do we have a cutoff date for love? We have this weird time. Each family seems to be slightly different, but by the time you're 18, that's it. You're cut off. Why do we do that? We do it a lot. There's a lot of families who just that's it. You're just no more love after 18. Why? Why don't humans need love after humans need love after 18. Humans need love throughout their whole lives. All humans, even the animals, need love throughout their whole lives. We are animals. I know some people haven't come to terms with that yet, but we are. Who made that rule? That's a strange rule. Love cutoff date. I don't think we should have one of those. Anti love. Anti love must have made up that rule. Maybe we need to anti love the rule and ceaselessly give love to each other. I don't think children need love any more or less than adults. And children certainly seem to be more capable of holding and receiving and sharing love. They really seem to know what is love, what love is. Maybe we should ask them to show all on asking children what love is. That would be interesting. I bet they know. If you're a child who knows some stuff about love and wants to talk to us here at the Love Show, contact us. Comment below. You can send me a letter at Merlin's Love Show at gmail.com. You can also go to merlinmalili.com and contact me through my website. You can contact us on Facebook. We have a Love Show page. We also have Malili Studios page. So contact us if you'd like to be on the Love Show. And let us know. Do you think love runs out of time? On one of my first shows, I discussed how love was time and how I believed in a time-love continuum. I do not believe love runs out of time. I think we need to make more time for love in our lives and less time for anti-love. Shove her the heck out of here because we don't really need her. we really actually she's detrimental to our progress. So if you'd like to be on the Love Show, contact us. We're still looking for specific people who've written about love or have created some art about love or just know some things about love. Comment below, like, subscribe, contact us. Merlin's Love Show at gmail.com. And tell us your opinion on love. What do you think love is? And tell us, whether or not you agree with my theories on love being time, the absence of love. Contact us. Give us some love. You need it. I need it. We need it. Is it all you need? Why do we need it so much? In the needing, in the wanting, in the desiring, is there love? Or is that just loving the idea of love? Not a person or a thing, but an idea. I don't think that's love. I think that is the absence of love. That's anti-love. So, um, we're still looking for Neil Young. He wrote a song called "Love Is a Rose." I'm curious if that is still something that Neil believes. I'm looking for Grace Slick to be on the show with us. She sang about somebody to love. I'm curious if she ever found somebody to love, or if we ever found somebody to love, or if there's nobody to love, or we want results. Courtney Love, we'd love to have Courtney Love on, just because that's her name, and in the montage of Heck, there's a little piece where her and Kurt Cobain talk about how they don't want to fight around their child, and they make a pact to not fight around their child. And it's sort of unrealistic goal, but it's beautiful, and it's love. That seems like love. It seems like she knows what it might be. So I would like to talk to her and ask her. There's also some writers out there, book authors. Natcha Jean and Stephanie Cooper wrote a book in 2011 called "What Is Love." We'd like to talk to them and find out if they found out. Kuni Yusufu, "What Is Love Intelligence," was written by Kuni, and we'd love to talk to you, Kuni. Lauren Crick wrote about love. We'd love to talk to Lauren Crick. Marcella A. Spence wrote about God. We really would like to have a show about God and how certain people believe that God is love. I believe God is love. Helen Berg wrote "What is Love" and how to reach higher levels of loving for a fuller life. And there's Adrienne Catrone at the Huffington Post, who wrote an article about the philosophy of life, which was very much about love. So any of you who would like to be on the Love Show, please join us. Contact us and we'll work it out. We hope to find out what is love here at the Love Show. And with your help, I think we might track it down. My goal at the Love Show is to ask the Dalai Lama. He's my ultimate guest. What is love? I would like to ask the Dalai Lama what is love, because I think he might know. So, thank you for joining me. Check out all our other love shows. And get out there and love. I love you. Thanks for watching. What is love? Do, 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 do. What is love? Do, do, do.